We like to feature parents on this show who are full of heart and getting it done. This is a tough journey. No one's saying that it isn't tough. And I think it's really important that we feature parents on this show who are stepping up and getting it done. I don't know how else to say it. And we have a wonderful mom who's with us today via Skype. Kerri Mallory-Thompson is joining us. She is the author and the driving force behind the website and the Facebook page, Autism Will Not Define My Son. Kerri, thank you so much for being here and welcome to Autism Live. There you are.
Hi.
Hi. First of all, let's talk a little bit about the places that people can find you, because you're on Facebook and you've got a website and there is a blog. So where would you like for people to go to find you?
I think the best place probably is the website, because that'll direct you everywhere else.
Yeah.
The www.autismwillnotdefinemyson.com. And that'll take you to his Facebook page and his blog as well.
And I was just commenting before because right at the top of your Facebook page here, you've got a picture of, I assume that's your son, the picture of him in the bathtub.
Yes.
And I was saying to Kerri, I am of the opinion there is nothing better than baby's toes. And
Yes.
And so there are some beautiful baby toes and a beautiful baby boy. Maybe not baby anymore, although they're all babies to me.
So much.
Isn't it terrible? They grow so fast. So how old is your son right now?
He's 28 months. He'll be 3 on December 19th.
Okay. And he has a diagnosis?
Well, in February, he was diagnosed with at-risk. And in August, he was diagnosed with autism.
Okay. So fairly new to this journey. When did you start to see a difference in him that led you to go to get the diagnosis of at-risk?
Honestly, I really didn't notice too much other than the fact that he wasn't talking. When he was 18 months, I brought it to his attention of his pediatrician. Hey, there's a concern, he's not talking. Should he be saying something at this point? And his pediatrician at the time said, well, let's just wait until he turns 2 and see what happens in the next 6 months.
Yeah.
And that was probably one of the biggest mistakes I've ever made in my entire life.
Well, you know what, Kerri? It is a mistake that so many of us have made, and I'll tell you, what really tears my ticket is that in this day and age, that a pediatrician is still saying, "Let's wait and see."
I agree.
It's just so infuriating to me, but they are, and I appreciate you telling us that they still are saying that, because my son, that's what got said to us 8 years ago.
Right.
So know that you're in a club of people that we listened to our pediatricians and now are frustrated with it. But I'm sorry, I interrupted you. So
that's okay.
The pediatrician said this to you, and so you waited a little bit.
Yes. When we went in for his 2-year checkup, again, I addressed at that point in time that he still was not talking. And he said, okay, well, let's go ahead and get him tested for autism. And as soon as he said that word, my heart sank. But I'm like, all right, well, what's involved? So first he wanted to do a hearing and a vision test, which we went and did those. He passed with flying colors on both of those. Then he sent us over to Southwest Human Development with Dr. Kessler, and his team of doctors evaluated him for a couple hours, went through different tests, different rooms. And at that point, Dr. Kessler came in and talked to me and said, at this point, being the fact that he is only 2, we're going to diagnose him with at-risk. And we highly recommend you see these particular therapists. And then we'll reevaluate him in 6 months. And at the time, he recommended speech, developmental, and occupational.
Okay. And then 6 months transpired. Was there progress during that 6 months with the speech, the occupational, and the developmental? Was there progress?
There was not so much in the speech, though. At the beginning, speech was very, very slow coming. His occupational and developmental therapists both have been awesome with him, and he's shown a lot of strides and a lot of improvement in those areas. As far as speech, he's still not talking, he's still nonverbal, but he is getting so many more sounds daily. I mean, he comes up with a new sound, ba, 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 ma, 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 everywhere. And just a couple weeks ago, he said mom for the first time, where it wasn't a babble, it was a mom to get my attention.
I think we actually have video of that. Emily, is there a way that we could show that video?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, there it is.
What? I'm right here, baby.
What a cutie.
What do you hear? What? I'm right here, baby. What do you want? Can I get kisses? Hey. Can Mama get kisses? Thank you. You tired? You ready for night-nights? No? You look tired to me.
He's precious.
You sure you're not tired? Relax. Relax. You ready for night-nights, baby? You ready to go brush your teeth? You can go brush your teeth.
What a beautiful, beautiful boy.
Thank you.
And just seeing some of the different things that he has going on. We have very similar video of my son. And want to remind everybody watching that it's so easy to watch a video like that and to see a child who is completely typically developing. But, you know, I kind of know, is he as busy as he is all the time as he was in the video? Is that how busy he is on a normal basis?
Yeah, he's constantly moving. He's our little runner.
Yeah.
We can't put him down, especially out in public anywhere, without holding his hand, because he will run.
I don't know about you, but when people would see my son and he would be busy and they would say, oh, well, it's because there's a lot going on. But it was never not that. There wasn't ever a moment that he was. So that's why I wondered. But absolutely beautiful. That's $1 million smile that child has.
Yeah. It's definitely precious.
So you are getting more and more sounds, but he's about to turn 3. And I know you just recently wrote a blog about your concerns about what happens when he turns 3. What is the current plan right now? Well,
once he turns 3, he transitions out of the Arizona Department of Developmental Early Intervention Program. And he's already qualified for Arizona long-term care. And so he will be starting preschool on January 7th with the Dysart Early Childhood Education Center, where they deal specifically with kids with delays. So he will be starting there in February. And right now we're in the evaluation process where they do their own evaluations on him. Their doctors come in and, see where he's at on their levels, to see which classes he's going to be in with which instructors.
Okay. And, Arizona is one of those states that it's really, in a lot of ways, ahead of the game, although I know it hasn't trickled down to everybody there. We talk a lot about ABA on this show, and I know that they have a specific program for some parts of Arizona where kids can qualify for early intensive ABA before the age of 5 and have it all paid for by the state. Have you looked at that? Is that in an area where you're at in Arizona?
Definitely, yes. And he is qualified for that, and we are getting him involved with that. We've contacted the Hope Group here in Phoenix, and he already had an evaluation through his HABM provider, and she's come out to the house and done her evaluation. I should be getting the program and his HABM type IEP type of program this week. And then on the 26th of October, we start, she will come out to the house and do ABA therapy with me and with Connor.
Wonderful.
So he will be starting that. And then we'll have his HAB providers come in anywhere between 15 to 40 hours a week, depending on her evaluation results.
Wonderful.
So yes.
Well, I'm excited for you for that and for so much more, because he's a beautiful child, and you know there's some interaction there that's really a strong thing that can be built upon. But I want to talk a little bit about the title of your site and your Facebook page and your blog, Autism Will Not Define My Son. Where did that come from?
Well, mainly when autism was first mentioned to me at his 2-year visit, a lot of family members were saying, don't let them put a label on him. Don't let them label him as autistic. And I'm like, you know what? I don't care what they call it. I don't care if it's autistic. I don't care. If it's going to get him the help that he needs to start talking and start socializing with people the way that he's supposed to, is the way his society, says that he's supposed to, then call it autism, call it, I don't care. But it's not going to define who he is or what he does in the future. It's just a name. It's just a diagnosis, but he's going to figure out what he wants to do and how he wants to do it and when he's going to do it.
Yeah.
Connor has his own schedule, so he's going to figure stuff out.
Now, is he your only child, or do you have more?
He's my only child by blood. I do have a daughter, Sarah, who will be 24 in January. She's not a blood daughter, but she's still my daughter.
Okay.
And she helps out a lot with Connor. She's actually there with him Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays and does his therapy with him because I have to be here at work.
Wonderful. Well, Kerri, I just have to tell you, I think you're remarkable. What you're getting done this early after the diagnosis is amazing. I think the message that you put out, I'm somebody who follows you on Facebook, and you have wonderful things that you write that I think are honest and uplifting and to the point. And I want to encourage everybody to check out your Facebook page and your website and Connor's blog because I think you're doing a wonderful job. And I also have to tell you that I've met so many different parents along this way, and it seems like to me that the parents who say it doesn't matter what it takes, we're going to do everything that we can, are the parents who get the farthest and are the happiest long-term with where their kids are. And you're already saying that, and you're relatively new to this. So I have great hopes for you, and I have great hopes for your child and for your family.
Thank you very much.
And if we can help you in any way to connect you with anything, I hope that you'll let us know, because you got an amazing thing going on.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And we will look forward to hearing back about how things go with Connor. But in the meantime, I want to remind everybody to check out autismwillnotdefinemyson.com. I also have to give a big shout out to you that I see that you're getting ready to do an Autism Speaks walk, and you've raised over $1,000 already.
Yeah, so far we've raised over $1,000, and I actually just got notification this morning. Scott Porter, who is the owner of Spartan Fit CrossFit, he's also doing a fundraiser for Connor's team, and they've raised about $1,500 so far.
Wow.
So we're going to add that to what we already have. So
wow, wonderful. I don't know, have you ever been to an Autism Speaks walk before?
No, this will be my first.
Well, usually they have something called the Grand Club that's there. So if you've raised over $1,000, your entire party will be treated to the Grand Club. And I encourage you to go into the Grand Club and participate, because there are nice things in the Grand Club.
Yeah, I'm on the Autism Speaks, the walk committee, the social media walk committee for this walk.
Kerri,
so,
look at you. Look at you go, girl. You're brand new to this, and you are moving it and shaking it.
And I can't sit still, so.
Well, Well, you know
yeah.
what? I'm proud to be on the same team as you. I know this. They always say this is the club that nobody wants to belong to, but you meet incredible people in this club, and I'm thrilled to get to know you. And
Thanks.
I look forward to seeing what else you do, because you are a mover and a shaker. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And we will look forward to talking to you again soon.
I look forward to it. Thank you, Shannon.
We'll let you get back to work, and thank your boss for letting you have the time to do this.
I will definitely do that. He's an amazing man. So thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.